Guys, it's me. I'm here. You thought I got away now, did ya? Huh? Anyway, hey. I told you I was taking suggestions, right? So as you can see, I'm in gloves and things like that because I am doing what I told you I would do. That I would start working on projects while talking with you, okay? And I'm gonna tell y'all, whoa. Boy, when you're having a good day, things can just happen and try to blow you and send you off your course or whatever. But I choose to stand fast in it all. However, my day was great so far, but something happened to my vehicle, you know. So it's a little injury that she took today. But God is good. She'll be okay, right? And at the end of the day, I will not give negativity of too much of my attention. I was getting a little cranky about things, just irritated, but no, I choose not to. See, everything's a choice. And I chose victory. Victory. Therefore, I'm here now. Okay? So, guys, I have a lot of things I want to talk about, but like I don't know how it's gonna move, so I'm just gonna put it out here right here. Okay, like you grow up, you know, if you're a Christian, you hear the term sowing seeds, right? And if you don't know the term from being in church and growing up where they say sow your seed, sow a seed into this and sow a seed here and there, you also would have been reminded of another term you heard, and that was having faith as little as the size of a mustard seed. If you just have that much faith, all things are possible, right? I want to talk about sowing seeds because even if you don't know it from that level, I know that you do know that when you plant a seed, something should grow in return, correct? So if you look at farmers, if you look at landscapers, if you just look at people who do these things. They plant seeds of anything they desire and then they nurture it and watch it grow, correct? And I want to speak on this today because planting seeds is such a big, it's a real big act. You understand? So, and when you plant a seed, whether it be putting money into something and expecting a double return on it, or you're putting seed in the ground expecting a harvest. Seed sowing is just that, putting it in and expecting something to come back, right? So I say that to say, even if you didn't have a seed to put in the ground and you did not have monies to contribute to something that was a growing industry or upcoming something that you want to invest in and you don't have the money to do so. These are the things that most people look at when it comes to planting seeds, right? Sowing seeds, okay? Gardeners plant seeds to expect vegetation. You have other gardeners who plant seeds to just expect to see a harvest of plants and beautiful flowers and things like that. Okay. But as people, I don't know what happened, but I think we forget that planting seeds is what we do with one another. We sow seeds into one another when we are in each other's company, whether we are visiting one another for a day or we're relatives, loved ones, communities, neighbors. We sow seeds every day, one to another. And if sowing seed is about putting something in and expecting a harvest, I want to ask you, what type of seeds are you sowing? Are you sowing seeds of positivity? Are you sowing seeds of prosperity? Are you sowing seeds of growth? Or are you walking around here sowing seeds of hate, anger, misery? You know, these are seeds also, folks. I'm just being mindful. I just want to bring this up because We encounter one another on a daily, right? Whoever it may be. You and your neighbors, you and your coworkers, you and your family and lovers and husbands, wives, whatever you want to call it. Are you depositing positive, healthy seeds into one another? Is my question. As parents, are we sowing correct seeds? Are we sowing in negative seeds? Are we constantly bashing this person, this child, or putting them down, calling them out their names, breaking their self esteem down, calling them ugly things like that because you, as the parent, think it's funny when it's not? If it's a little child, children are very impressionable, especially when they're young age children, and certain things you say to them and speak over them, you are sowing seed into them. Know that. So if you're calling them out of their names on a daily basis, you all kinds of BIT words, MFers, you look like your father, you act like all that kind of stuff, you're sowing seeds into that child. And at the end of the day, don't forget, we sow seeds to get a harvest, right? So what are you going to do when that same child that you've sown all this stuff into now is of age and they tower over you, and now they have so much anger in them that now they're spitting out that same venom that you sowed into them? Are you ready for it? That's my question. As I hear parents talk to their children so nasty, I'm talking 3-year-old children. Get the F over here. What the F did I say? Them children don't understand. Like, why are you talking to them that way? Right? But that's just one area of seed sowing. We have seed sowing when it comes to adults encountering one another. Okay? You have people that's sowing in seeds of lying, manipulating, bullying, just controlling, all kinds of stuff, abusive behaviors, whether it's verbal, mental, or physical. These are all seeds that you're sowing into your person, whether it's your wife, your lover, your mother, your sister, your friend, whoever. If they're not seeds of growth, it's seeds of life, then you're sowing in venom. That's what you're sowing. And remember, you're gonna harvest that in a little bit. Because over time that seed is going to grow. It's going to continue to grow. And before you know it, you're looking at a 6 foot tree of mess, right? Venom. And everything you sowed in, they're going to put right back out to you. And guess what? When we sow in, we're looking for a harvest. We're looking for a multitude of return. So imagine sowing something negative and poison into someone, and at the end of the day, what comes out is too much for you to handle. You don't understand it. How you talking to me this way? I'm your mother. No. I had a young lady years and years ago, God, and rest her soul. She's passed on by now, but I remember this young lady calling her mother so many B words. I said, "What in the world?" I had to say something. I'm like, "Ho, what are you doing?" She like, "What? What do you mean?" I said, "I mean, that's your mom. Come on, man. That's your mother." She said, "Listen." She said, "Do you know I didn't know my name was what it was until I reached a certain age in life because I thought my name was bitch." She said, "My whole life, that's what I thought she said, for my half of my childhood, I thought my name was bitch. I was done." The mother was standing there, and here I'm trying to do the honor thy mother thing right here, and that you'd already sold too much venom into her. That hurt and pain, embarrassment, and things you do to your children when they're young, it turns them hard, cold venom. And she was spitting them words out to her mom left and right. And guess what? I had to shut up. I had to be quiet. Now I can't say anything because she's already sown the venom into her. And now she's biting back. And, we don't want to do that, people, because we already know. And I've said it before and I'm going to say it again because it is a fact. Hurt people hurt people. But you have to keep in mind, if these are the people that's trying to love on you, they're not the ones that cause you the pain. Don't inflict that mess onto the innocent because they didn't ask for it. They don't deserve it. At the moment that you were inflicted pain upon you, You should have now known as you grew through that, and it did not kill you. It only made you stronger. But do you really want to build a village of that same pain? Do you decide, hey, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to have a conversation with mine. And I'm going to try to be as nurturing and caring as kind as I can because I never got that as a child, or I don't get that in my household, or whatever the case may be. But remember, sowing seed. You sow seed to expect a harvest. Anything you put in the ground, anything you invest into, you're looking for a strong return, right? So keep in mind, I don't care who you come encounter with. Whatever you say out of your mouth and how you treat them at that moment is a seed you have sown. It's a seed you have sown. And guess what? When your brain trickles in and say, hey, wait a minute. Do you realize what you just said to this person? What you done? I understand we're in a messed up space right now, but do she deserve that? Did he deserve that? No. Now you got a moment to correct that. And when you decide not to because your pride might be in the way, guess what? You just tripled your seed beyond the double profit. You now tripled that seed. And whatever you put in, that's that venom coming back. And I just felt the need to do that because people just seem to be so uncomfortable in their own skin. That's all I can come up with right here, folks. So uncomfortable in their own skin until they can't even can you imagine being in your skin and it feel like you just itching all day. You can't even adjust to it because you so jacked up. You got people out here like that. And they're steady sowing seeds into the little people, their own children. Okay, and their children's friends and all that. So now you just sold enough venom into about 5 or 6 of them. That's a little village starting to come up right there of nothing but venom. And I'm just putting it out there because I don't know. It just was on me to speak on that because we hear sowing seed, and you feel like, oh, that's church. I got to pay tithes. I have to do this. Oh, no, no. Seeds is everything. Everything there in you. Everything in you is a seed. If it's love, if it's hate, if it's anger, if it's manipulation, betrayal, lying, whatever it is, it's a seed. And it's up to you to weed through those seeds and find out which ones you want to keep and which ones you need to get rid of. And when you get rid of it, don't go sow it into someone else just to be done with it. How about put it up in a grinder and destroy it to the point of no return? That way you don't have to worry about them weeds coming up later, right? But yeah, I'm really like looking at how we treat each other as people, folks. Got to think about these seeds. See, we do things as adults and do things to children when they're young. You talk to them a certain way, you treat them a certain way, and then you forget all about the fact that this same little one is going to be grown in a little bit, and they're going to remind you of all the things you've done. If they don't realize that they don't want to walk around with the venom inside of them any longer, and they say, hey, guess what? I'm done with this. I'm going to let this person know what they've done to me, how it made me feel, and I won't tolerate it anymore. Then now they'll probably end up being considered the problem child or whatever. But it's only one or two things that can happen with that. Either they're going to stand up and tell you what they're not going to accept or put up with, or they're going to end up repeating the same cycle over and over again. And if we're looking for a positive, we at 23, then we need to start making some adjustments. We need to start examining the seeds that we're sowing, correct? Because if we're sowing healthy, good, healthy seeds, then we're going to get a beautiful harvest in return. But if we're sowing bad seed into the soil or into each other, then what are you going to get in the end? Bad blood. That's going to be a generational curse all over again. So I'm just putting it out here to you because it's never too late to change. It's never too late to change, folks. When you know better, you can do better. You heard me say it. And I just wanted to throw it out there to you because sometimes people don't really understand or know that the seeds are inside of you. It don't have to be a financial seed just to get it. You don't have to place a financial seed to get a harvest. You can sit here and place a positive seed into someone's life and encourage them to do something positive for themselves. And you can, hey, that would be better than any harvest, a financial harvest on a return you could ever imagine. Because guess what? That's going to go a long way. And when you look back and know that you took part and helped raise a village that stands before you, you're going to be like, wow, I can't believe I took part in that. I helped this right here to happen. You know, I helped shift the dynamics of a generational curse that could have took us out. But instead, yeah, you made a difference by sowing a positive seed into someone who probably haven't heard a kind word in the last 2 days, and you come along and give them some encouragement. You make a difference and tell them how. And see, I told you guys, I said I'm gonna do this with you, but I told you when I get to doing this here, I get in my zone, and it's crazy. Cause I will blank out on you guys. I swear I will. But the whole thing is, guys, I'm just simply saying, like we have to make the changes. Sometimes we gotta start right there with us. You know, if I can just deposit something beautiful into one little person or any broken person and help lift them up for the day, I just made the best. I'd already shifted dynamics. Cause guess what they gonna do? They gonna feel so great. They're gonna go turn around and deposit that same seed into another person. Like, how about this, guys? I just went down to the harbor, right? And I had to go return something at the UPS store, right? So my fast behind, well, I don't know if it's me or if it's my damn GPS, to be honest with you, because that thing be ding, 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 and it stresses me out. So I hit a ding, ding. All I know is it tell me to turn on this particular street, and I turn. Then it say you have arrived. So now I'm looking and looking. I don't see the UPS. So eventually I go on around and end up in a parking garage, however, right? Okay, so I don't want to lose track of where I was. So long story short, right? I get out and I go find this UPS and I talk with the lady in there for a few minutes and that was really nice. And I came out and checked out a little store. So as I was leaving the store, the man said, he said, "Oh, that's closed." I said, "Where's all the food I'm looking at?" And he said, "Well, that part is closed." I said, "Okay, well, I apologize." I said, "This is my first time in here." And he said, "Oh, no need to apologize." He said, "Whatever." And I was leaving. And he said, "You have a," and I said, "Okay." He said, "You have a good day." He said, "Matter of fact, you have a blessed day." I said, "You as well. Thank you so much." So as I was going around, and I said, "I think I need to get out the house a little more. I need to come outside." He said, "No, no, no, don't you apologize for that." He said, he said, "You have a blessed day on purpose." I said, "Hey, wait a minute. That's what I say to people all the time." He said, "Yeah." I said, "I do. Every morning." I said, "I'm sending something to someone saying, have a wonderful day. Wishing you a wonderful day on purpose." He said, "Exactly." Cause and then they look at you and be like, "Huh?" I said, "Yeah, but guess what? When you tell them on purpose, they don't have no reason not to, right? There's no excuses." So just that way, see what I'm saying? A seed I had sown into others came back to me in a harvest from a total stranger in a store, an employee of a store. But just think, that seed is plastic, is growing because it came back to me and that was a wonderful feeling and it blew my mind because a lot of people don't say on purpose. Have a wonderful day on purpose. That means on purpose. That means whether you want to or not, make it your business to have a wonderful day today, right? And I thought that was wonderful. So when you do things like that, it's going to keep traveling. That seed is going to travel from place to place and hit person to person to person. And before you know it, you're going to be looking up in a room, sitting back in a conversation, and that very seed is going to be standing there looking at you. And that's what happened in the store. I was amazed. I said, "Oh, this is nice," because I was already irritated. I told you my car just took a nice little bang, right? And I'm like, okay. And then I can't find the store, just irritated. But I said, you know what? I had to take a deep breath. Whew. I had to call on my God. I say, Jesus, peace be still, because I'm not. And guess what? Everything turned out well. Every encounter I had was wonderful, and it was good that I parked my car where I did, and I came straight on through the little crossover. But I came back out. I just walked on down and looked out at the water and walked on up a little further and checked out other new establishments that had been put around the harbor. So it was pretty decent, you know. But yeah, we have to be mindful of the seeds that we are planting. Hold on one second, guys. Don't go anywhere. That's the alarm for me to talk to you guys. See, I'm working on things. I told you I'm getting myself together, okay? But yeah, so that was the whole thing in a nutshell. Is that in the midst of everything, and I tell you all, gratitude before the attitude. You understand? It could have been a whole lot worse than it was. I could have been a person, thank God, that did not. But for his grace, I have insurance, so it can be fixed. So, I had to get my gratitude in place. And just being down there just showed me how much I like being in serene places with water and things like that. And I need to get outside. I need to get out because I will be the one walking around really ticked off if this summer go past because I'm always in here working or I'm working and then coming home and I'm working. So as you heard the alarm, I'm setting things up where as though this alarm lets me know at a certain time I need to get with you guys and put something down and have a topic for us to talk about. And then it's work little alarms I have where I need to work on this and work on that. So I said, okay, let me come on in and work on this while I talk to you guys. Okay. So you saw, I believe I showed you this early on, and it was just the symbols. But as you can see, and I'm not gonna really put my hands on it because I don't want to stain it up a lot. But I have put the sparkle all over the rest of it, and I'm gonna leave this black, this raven black. And somebody said enlarge it, but I'm not because it's a woman's glass, and I think it's okay like it is. To be honest, hopefully that person will find it just as nice, okay? But I don't know if you can see it because the color of the glass here is totally different from what it looks like to me on the screen. I don't know what it looks like to you, but that's one, okay? And I'm trying not to. Okay, and then I have this one here, and this is the commanders, okay? And that's the bottom of it. I left it hollow. I left it transparent on in the bottom of it, just as the bowl is. So that was just my way of adding the little. Okay. Now, right here, this is my Cowboys, Cowgirls class, right? And I don't know what color to put the cowboy. The writing, I was going to leave it white, but my daughter said to make it pink. So I'm going to try to do this, trim it in pink or just pink it up a little bit. I didn't want to do too much to it, but I'm going to go ahead and it still says Dallas Cowboys because that's the team. And the color pink represents the cowgirl of the team, the cheerleaders. You know what I mean. Okay. And then I have this little baby right here. Oh, this one right here. Let me tell you something. This, oh, you going to guess what? You going to work out while you drink with this one, okay? You going to get some arm strength because this sucker's heavy, right? But these are my male um let me move this over so you can see. This is my male's mugs. Okay, I try to do most of the men's mugs and men's glasses in mugs. Okay, because a lot of guys. Now, don't get me wrong. I have done some wine glasses for males too, because a lot of males like wine glasses, and if they have a significant other or something like that, of course they want to set so that they can sit down and have their little romantic night. So I have done couples glasses and things like that. But this is my Cowboys glass for the men, for my man. And I'm pretty much done with that. I don't think I'm gonna do anything else to that. I'm gonna leave the Cowboys like it is. I was gonna touch it with a little blue, but I'm not sure yet. So with her, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do the pink and then trim it with a little blue on the edge or something. I don't know, guys. But I just wanted to let you know this is what I was doing, and I told you that I would do this while talking with you. I just don't want to get off track because I will do that. But now back to the seed sowing, right? So yeah, you sow anything, you sow seeds expecting a harvest. You sow seeds expecting a return. You were taught to give to others as you would have do unto others as you would have them do unto you, right? Treat people the way you want them to treat you. All of these are seeds that were sown into you growing up as a child. If these are some of the sayings that your parents told you growing up. Do unto others as you have them do unto you. Treat them like you want them to treat you. Same thing. If you give, they say you're supposed to give with no expectations. I don't buy that. If I give, I expect to get in return. If I give you love and affection and kindness and respect, I expect to get the same in return. Love, kindness, respect, courtesy, and all. And if it's not happening like that, then I find that that is not being reciprocated on your end, or I don't get to receive anything in return. Then that lets me know that you are just a taker. Okay. And that would be seed sown from your end that I don't allow in my garden. I'm going to back off and move on. Right. Because I don't want to become a taker and be callous and cold because you did it to me. And now I'm over here doing it to someone else. No. So I'm going to back off and I'm going to move on. I'm gonna let you be who you be, and I'll keep doing me. Cool. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But these are seeds. These are seeds, and this is the seed sowing that we do when we sit back and do the same thing someone done to us over and over and over again. Not okay, people. Not okay. It's not cool. So I just wanted to throw that out there to you guys and let you know, like, be mindful of the seeds you sow. You know, and know that whatever you do and however you do it, it is a seed that you're sowing. So you can keep in mind now that, okay, anything I do and say is a seed and it's growing somewhere. So if you're talking nasty to your spouse or your parents or your children, your neighbor, if you are a supervisor or a leader and you're treating your staff a certain way, trust me, these are seeds that you are sowing. And at some point, uh, you already know how it go. Pressure bust pipes, correct? Somebody gonna pop off and spit all that venom back out on you. And then don't be the bully type if you're in a leadership position and as soon as someone inflict back on you what you've already sown into them and holler, oh, insubordination. Don't do it. Don't. As a parent, if you are speaking to your children a certain way, calling them out their names, you call them everything but a child of God. When they start to call you those names back out of their mouth, BITs, whatever this F you, these words will come back to you. And when they do, please don't hit them with a guilt card. I'm your parent. You don't talk to me like that. Get out of here. Cut it out. Them children don't want to hear that mess because you didn't give a damn about them when you was talking like that. And you're going to get it back. You are going to get it back. So be ready and don't be ready to put your hands on them. Don't be ready to act out. It's going to come back. And if you want to keep it simple, hey, it's karma. Figure out what kind of karma you want to return. That's what I'm going to say to that, okay? But at the end of the day, know what you want, do what you do, but make sure you know that you're going to get it back. Yeah, but I just wanted to put it out there, people. you know. And if you already been through enough pain and turmoil in your life growing up and you was treated unfairly and unkind and unjust as a child, and all those type of things, then the last thing you should be doing is run around here spitting venom on anybody. You shouldn't be sowing no venom or none of that. You should be definitely looking to make a change. You know? Real talk now. I'm just keeping it real with you. That's all I'm gonna do right now. Is keep it real. Daggone well, when they did it to you, it didn't feel good. So why put that on somebody else? That's all I'm asking you. Why? Trying to get this right, y'all. I told y'all I get real quiet sometimes when I'm doing this. I just be in my own little zone. But yeah, just think about it. Sowing seeds. A seed is everything. You have plenty of them in you, and you better weed them out as you put them out. Because if you don't, you're going to turn around and get your head bit off by your own daggone seed. When we looking back trying to figure out what the hell just happened. Oh, you know what happened. Guess what? Because True told you. True told you not to do it, but you did it anyway. Yeah, but we got to do better. That's all I'm going to say to that. We have to do better, period. You don't want nobody treating you a certain type of way. Please start loving on people. Please start giving that seed out and putting that seed in the atmosphere, sowing that seed into someone so you can watch it move from person to person. And when you look up one day, it comes right back around to you. And you like, whoa, I remember this seed right here. I planted this seed. Hello. And I'm not saying I made up the term on purpose, but I know that's a little trend of mine that I have going around, and it comes back through the Texas. Good morning, have a wonderful day on purpose. I'm like, okay, it comes back. Same way I say, good morning, gorgeous, hello, beauty, to the ladies, because women need to hear that from other women. You understand? We don't always need to hear it, the beautiful part from a brother, because some come with false pretenses and women fall prey to it. But when a woman get a compliment, a beautiful compliment from another sister, it just means a lot. You understand? No, no, nothing from you fellas, not taking anything from you, because of course we need our men. Of course we need our men. You know, we all supposed to do this thing together, and I'm just trying to get it going. I'm trying to get it going. That's all I'm gonna say to that. But at the end of the day, oh man, I don't like this. And you keep, excuse me, y'all. See what I'm talking about? I get real deep into my stuff right here, you guys. I really do. So please bear with me. But yeah, I don't like how this is acting, but I done already started and I don't want to have to erase. So I'm gonna keep moving with it. Ah, okay. I'm gonna just keep going with it. But please, people, yeah, start. And if you put some seeds in the ground or into something, and you guess what? You could always go back and dig something up and re-sow seeds now. And that's just simple apologies and holding accountability to what you done and who you done it to, and making it right. And it's not hard. But if you let your pride be too big to go back and replant the right seed after you done planted something, that would be the same if you were planting bushes in your yard, right? And you turn around and grab a hold of something in the store and say, "Oh, this looks nice. I'm gonna go ahead and add this into my garden too," right? And then you find out what you planted was poison ivy. Are you gonna keep it there because it looked nice, knowing that it's poison, or are you gonna mess around and go dig that mess back up out the ground, treat the ground, and then add the right seeds to the ground to get this a better harvest? Correct. Same with life. You make a mistake, don't sugarcoat it. Don't. I can't stand when a person do something messed up and call back the next day. Hey, what you doing? You want to go here? You want to go there? No, the heck I don't. Get the hell off my phone. Because if that's all you calling me to do, you can't even say I apologize. If something is wrong. So no, I don't. And guess what? Believe it or not, folks, kids don't want that bull crap either. They be looking at you like, look at her. Now you want to try be my friend or whatever. Kids don't want you kissing up. They want you to own up. The same way we hold them accountable for when they doing wrong, they're gonna hold us accountable. You understand? So I don't mean no harm, y'all, but I have to get back to that in a minute. However, just do the right thing. That's all I'm gonna say to that. Do the right thing, people. Make it right. Make it right. Say, hey, guess what? Because one thing a child will respect more than anything is for their parent or grown up to say, hey, I messed up. I apologize. I was wrong. I shouldn't have said that to you. I should have never spoke to you in that tone, and I truly apologize. You know, a child will respect you more knowing that you make mistakes too. You're not perfect, you know, because in their sight, if you're constantly on them all the time, then they feel like, damn, am I that jacked up that I can't get anything right? I'm always messing up. Like, just be an adult. Tell them, hey, I messed up. I said some things that I shouldn't have said. I spoke to you in a way that I shouldn't have, and I promise you it won't happen again because I'm going to definitely be working on that. And once you say I'm working on it, that means there's no excuses. You can't slip up and do it again and say, oh, I'm still working on that. Bull crap. Don't be that bully. But be mindful of the seeds you sowing into people, folks. Sow some positive stuff into someone. Sow life into a child, into your neighbors, into your loved ones, into your girls, your friends, and the people that you signed up to be there with. Do the right thing. That's all I can say. Do the right thing. If you sow the weed up there, if you put the wrong stuff up there, go back and make it right. Go back, pull it up, start it over, say, you know what, I'm gonna redo this because this ain't right here. I did the wrong thing right here. I got to do this over. Yeah, this how I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna show you. I'll show y'all this later. Then again, I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to get it right. I don't. I gotta go back over this part with the blue now. Okay. But yeah, this right here. These are paint pens I'm using, by the way. I love the paint pens because they help you get in those really, really small places that sometimes a brush may not allow you to get in. When you got a paint pen, yeah, it helps out a great deal. So this is what I'm doing. I don't like that top one. I like what I did at the bottom one better, but I don't know how I want to go about correcting that. But believe me, I'm going to find out a way to correct it, okay? But yes, sowing seeds. And the reason we sow seeds is because we're expecting a harvest, correct? We're expecting a harvest. And in the midst of expecting a harvest, we um we get to watch something grow. When you plant a seed and sow a seed, you don't just expect to get a harvest in return, but you're also watching it grow. So as you planting that seed and sowing that seed, you seeing it come up, you have an opportunity each time to cut off the weeds, cut off the negatives, do this, do that, to keep making that thing grow in a healthy way, correct? So I just wanted to put that out there to you guys, let you guys know I love you and I thank you so much for being right here with me, giving me your feedback, thumbs up, likes. I really appreciate that. I get my channel, the channel may not be where I want it, but I'm going to keep it doing just what it do, okay? Cuz it will grow. I've already I've already been told. So I'm going to trust in it and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm praying that you guys keep sticking it in there with me. And please, please do me a favor. If you resonate with this topic for today, please give me a thumbs up, a like. I would love to hear from you and leave a comment. But if not, I understand. Some folks are shy. They don't want to speak out in front of everyone. Either way, smooches.